Jamar.
What's going on YouTube?
Washington.
This is boy Jamar for here once again. Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Jamar for here once again to review episode 10, season 4 of The Walking Dead. This is the second review I've done of the show. A lot of people had left comments on the first review that I did saying that they wanted me to continue doing the reviews for the show. So as long as I see, the views staying consistent and you guys, liking the video, that means I know that this is a successful series that my subscribers want to see. So onward into the actual review itself. Let's see. So the episode starts out with Beth and Daryl walking around the damn woods and shit, looking for survivors and whatnot. And the whole time, Beth is like running off. It sounds like she's reading from her diary or something of the sort. And Daryl, at this point, at first I thought, and during the prison, I thought they had like some kind of sexual tension going on. But now it's kind of like, Beth is obsessed with trying to find, her sister and just other survivors, period. And Daryl's kind of like, what? Beth mentioned something about having faith, and Daryl's like, what? Well, faith didn't keep Herschel alive. Now, Daryl, you really tried it, because, bitch, had I been Beth, we would have got to fighting, because you can't just sit here and shade me about my father when I just saw his head get decapitated in front of me. You tried it, Daryl, I'm just saying. That was not right. But this is what I wanted to point out about some of the dynamics of the show, is they run into this walker, right? So the walker comes up, I think, behind Beth initially, and she's struggling with it. Now, this is the thing. That scene, they didn't make it look realistic only because the walker clearly had him or her in the grasp, but he didn't bite her. She was just kind of running around and doing like that. Like, normally, when people do get bit, like, the walkers grab and bite. When they be trying to, save people, they be grabbing and be looking like they trying to struggle and shit, and they be sitting there all the damn time and shit. Bite, bitch. It's just sometimes they just they drag the scene on too long. It makes it look like it was, staged, like he wasn't really trying to bite her. It was just, for the show. But anyways, let's see. We move on to the scene where we have, what's that bitch name? What's the little girl? I can't remember the girl's name. I always forget. Lizzie. Lizzie and the other girl who I really can't remember her name, and Tyreese. So they walk in and shit, and, they try to tell, Tyreese to wait up, and Tyreese stops. This bitch turns around, does a 180-degree turn, and we see Judith in his arms. I said, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I was like, when that damn stroller was in that prison, when the whole shit got overthrown, I knew that baby was still alive. Because, first of all, it's just, once you just watch thrillers like this or shows like this, you just know characters who are favored characters don't just go out like that. Like, we don't know what the fuck happened. If they're going to go out, we're going to know exactly how they went out. So, that's how I knew that Judith wasn't dead. And plus, the stroller was just kind of like a little bit bloody. I'm not sure what blood that was, but if she was eaten or taken, like, it would have been like remnants or just a lot more residue to prove that she was, eaten alive or something. It just didn't make any sense. I knew somebody just snatched her up and just took her to safety or somewhere when they found her. So I guess it was Tyreese. And so this damn baby is sitting here crying and hollering and shit. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, just gotta... Oh, sorry, y'all. I just gotta notice. But the baby is hollering and crying and shit. I'm like, look, I know y'all want to help this baby, but y'all gonna need to have some kind of. I don't want to say to muzzle the child. Y'all got some tape or something to at least kind of. I don't know. If you cover a baby's mouth to try to quiet it down, can it instinctively know to breathe through its nose, or will it suffocate? I don't know. Somebody tell me. But I was just like, y'all have to come up with some kind of method to deal when this baby wets herself or is just crying because she's hungry or something. Y'all have to do something because this shit crying and shit on the middle of the damn woods in the zombie apocalypse doesn't work at all. So, let's see. They hear, or Tyreese hears some screaming, and so he tells the girls, he tries to set them up back to back, to help, support each other. If anything happens, make sure you know how to run and protect the baby. He's about to go and try to investigate this scream or whatever. And was it a good idea to leave the baby with the girls? What do y'all think he would have been safer? Do y'all think that the baby would have been safer with the girls, or with Tyreese going to investigate, what the screams and hollers were? So, I guess of the two, I guess that's probably the lesser of the two evils, because at least, if somebody does come in the woods, they can run. But if he tries to go, he's investigating somebody screaming, chances are there's danger that way. So I guess that's the best. But lo and behold, while they sitting there with the damn baby, walkers do come, and this bitch, Lizzie, is trying to quiet the damn baby down, and she's smothering this motherfucker. And you see she's looking like, it looked like at first she was just trying to quiet it down, but then like something in her eyes just made her look crazy as hell. Like she was just sitting there covering the mouth, and then her index finger was like covering up her nose, so this bitch could not breathe. I'm like, hell, if this bitch kills and we just found out that the baby is just alive, and you about to smother this bitch because she cried. Lizzie is crazy. Lizzie is a fucking sociopath. Lizzie was the one cutting up fucking bunnies and feeding them to the damn walkers, giving the walkers names and shit. This girl, y'all sitting here worried about Carol killing people. Watch out for this bitch. Okay? She's the one sliding up under the goddamn radar. And then the other girl, I wish I could remember the Pope baby's name, but she was trying to shoot zombies and missed and shit, and I'm just like, well, she's a goner. But lo and behold, we move over to where Tyreese was, and there's like zombies, or he sees these two dudes fighting off zombies by the train tracks. They both get bitten. We don't even see who their names are. We thought that maybe they may be some new characters possibly, but they get bitten, and then they just or Tyreese kills them all and whatever. And then he turns around and we see Carol holding the baby and comes in with Lizzie and the other girl. I'm like, damn, bitch. This bitch done came back. Like, I knew Carol wasn't dead. Y'all not watching this shit. Like I said before, main characters who are normally favored are not going anywhere without us knowing what happened to them. Okay, like we saw what happened to Lori, we saw what happened to Herschel, we saw what happened to T-Bone. Everybody who's died, who was a main character, we seen them die. Even Merrill, who wasn't favorable, but we didn't know what happened to him, but he didn't die when he disappeared. So Carol's back, and in The Talking Dead, he talked about, I was like, well, this meetup is joyous, it's good to see her, but this meetup with Tyreese is kind of awkward, mainly for Carol, because y'all know Carol was the one who kind of set his girlfriend on fire, but he don't know that yet. And honestly, at this point, I don't even think that's relevant information now, because the sickness is gone. That's not even a factor anymore. The prison is gone. Rick has other things to worry about, I feel like, at this point, than keeping a secret about what happened to the girlfriend. I don't even think Tyreese is even thinking about that too much at this point. And if he does, honestly, it's just best to just leave it alone, because it's really irrelevant at this point. And you know what? It's just time to move on. But it's kind of awkward. I guess she's probably wondering, like, does he know? Is he going to fuck me up? So apparently he doesn't know. He welcomes her with open arms and everything. And so we're just happy to see her. And so we move on to the other group. Maggie is with Sasha and that drunk, the alcoholic. I can't remember. Bob, I think is his name. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Maggie is obsessed with trying to go find Glen. They're walking out on the road. And Maggie's like, I need to go find Glen. And Sasha's like, well, bitch, I understand that, I want to find my brother too, but we have to stay together. Well, Maggie's like, well, here's the thing. You either going to come with me and we can stay together, or we're going to split up and you can stay here. Either way it goes, I'm going to go find a man. So Bob was like, well, if you don't want to split up, we might as well follow the bitch because clearly her mind is made up. So Maggie goes to try to find the damn Glen, and they find the bus, and the bus is full of walkers. I'm like, oh hell! But I know Glen wasn't dead because Glen was still in the promo. So I'm like, well, this is just for Maggie's, state of mind. So they kill all the walkers, and she banging bitches' heads against the wall and shit, and try to make sure that she sees every face. Because when there's a possibility, you just want to know if there's closure. Like if somebody that you love turned into a fucking zombie, you don't want to know maybe they're still alive or maybe they're dead. You want to see it for sure. So I understand Maggie's reasoning for what she did. So then we do find Glen, and Glen, I don't know if they ever explained this because Glen was on the bus. Maybe I missed it. I probably blinked and missed it. But Glen was on the bus, and apparently he woke up and he was on the damn ledge in the prison. I'm like, how the fuck he get over there? Well, that means all the people that was from Woodbury that was on the bus with all those walkers that were there. So that's kind of fucked up. But Glen was on the prison, or on some ledge in the prison, and he wakes up and there's a whole bunch of walkers around him, and he's calling out for Maggie and shit. I'm like, now you know damn well Maggie ain't still there. So Glen puts together some sort of walker charge suit where he can just kind of run through the walkers and shit. Now they made it look like he got completely swarmed, but he just pulled through and beat through all the motherfuckers. I was like, okay, well, more power to you, bitch, because it wouldn't have been me. There ain't no way in hell. Wouldn't have been me. But more power to you for making a damn power suit that can charge through walkers. You need to hold on to that motherfucker. I'm just saying. And as Glen is escaping with his new little power suit, he sees this bitch Tara, I think it's her, however you pronounce the bitch name, who was with the governor, and she just kind of sitting in the cage like, bitch, I'm just ready to die. I done did some fucked up shit. I'm just sitting here. I'm just ready to die. And Glen finds him, pretty much, it gives her hope, and, oh, you have to help me find Maggie, and she's like, oh, I feel bad for the things that I've done, and, she's going to be a new asset to the group now since she didn't know that the governor was fucked up. And she has her own, mindset. Hell, everybody who she was with, I guess the girl she was with got shot in the head by Lizzie. Her niece got bit and the governor shot her, I guess, before she could turn. And so she doesn't really have anybody else, so that's probably why she was just sitting there like, well, I'm ready to die now. So, but now she's going to be with Glen to help her out to kind of repay her debt for the fucked up the shit that she did. And the episode ends. Oh, wait. This is the shit that I was kind of confused about before I end the review. When Tara asked Glen, when Glen was saying, I have to find Maggie, Glen said, oh, no, Tara asked her, well, who the fuck is Maggie? And he says, my wife. Is there a bonus clip that I didn't see that y'all got married? Did y'all go to Apocalyptic Baptist Church to get married? Because I didn't see that. I missed that reception, that celebration. I'm like, when did this occurrence happen? Did you get Herschel's blessing before he was decapitated? I don't know. But that's big. I guess you could just, hell, at this point, you might just call anybody a wife at this point. So, hell, shoot, what's a church in the zombie apocalypse? But that's the end of the review, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like and comment if you want the series to continue. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. And I will see you guys in the next video on the channel. Bye-bye. Oh, wait a minute. I can't say goddamn good. See, I'm tripping. And we have these new villains that come out the damn truck when Tara kills the zombies that was protecting Glen. So that's going to be, we don't know if they're good guys. We don't know if they're bad guys. I think from the way that they reviewed the next week, it looked like they're more so good guys than bad guys, but we'll see. Anyways, the video's over. Thanks you guys for watching. Adios.
Like, share, subscribe.
Washington, Washington, Washington.